Okay, the last one, I got a question on LinkedIn. I had talked about AI and how AI, like your how you use AI, especially for like analysis of your data, is only going to be so as good as like the data that you feed into it.
I
So
feel like
one,
I've actually seen more people talk about that recently, just side
I know,
comment, which I'm so grateful for, because it's like, I think there's been this expectation. Sorry, I've completely interrupted you here, but like the
yeah,
expectation, like,
no,
oh, AI, come in, we'll throw it on our data and be like, I'm now going to know everything.
yeah,
But if your data is a complete mess, it's just going to read what is in those fields
it's gonna give, yeah,
and just tell you the complete wrong thing.
yeah,
How could it look at your data and be like, oh, okay, just a very simple example. Lead comes in and you've got your data collection wrong, you've got data standardization wrong, and it doesn't get added to a Salesforce campaign or source information. So it just looks like, it came out of thin air. Throw AI on that and tell me, what insight is going to pull out of it, right?
it's gonna tell
Nothing.
you marketing's not doing
Yeah, you can tell
anything.
you marketing's. Yeah, I mean, like, you spent $2 million on marketing, and all of these leads just got created by sales.
Yeah.
So it's like, the underlying data is so important, and I really hope everyone gets that.
Yeah.
Because, and talk about future proofing yourself. You need to get your data in order now if you want to start layering on AI stuff. Like, if you've been putting this off for years because it's like, humans can kind of look at it and just, we know what campaigns we ran, we know this, we can kind of like imply a few things. Throw an AI in there with maybe not as much context, you're just going to get weird results. So start working on your data quality now. Anyway, did I just steal your answer?
No.
Okay, sorry.
Actually.
Okay, go.
But it is more focusing on that data quality aspect. So someone said, like, what are some tools that I can use? Just so I don't butcher the question. I've been looking to start normalizing fields like job title. Any recs on AI tools that would do that? So one thing, and we talked about actually enrichment tools earlier, and I think before it was like, okay, let me just pick the best one for my company. Let's use a webhook, call it, pull in those fields into the 30 fields that they make us create from the package, and then pull that data into fields that are empty or normalize them. But I think now that people realize, one, sometimes that source isn't great for all regions. Sometimes it doesn't have all the data that you need. Sometimes the data is wrong. Well, not sometimes, a lot of time. And also it's expensive. They knew at the time that, like, hey, we're gonna pay you even when you try to enrich someone and we give you back shitty information. Like so and then they're like, oh, okay, now I need to go buy a tool for UK data. Now I need to buy a tool for email addresses because we don't trust the email addresses from that other tool.
Or another tool that gives you like very specific data points that might not be in the Zoom infos of the world.
Or industry. Oh, we need the healthcare database. And then that leads to what we said earlier, where you might have now a bunch of fields for the same piece of data. And which one do you use? So there's a few tools that you could do. I would say, like, right now, if you want to test out some like actual getting the enrichment, putting in your system, Clay is a good one. Waterfall.io is a good one. And the reason why I like both of those is what's in that name. You can waterfall. So not only do you have to now pay for a bunch of subscriptions.
Maybe explain waterfall just to people. I think most people might know what it is. But
so say you have a record and now it gives you access into multiple sources to enrich that data. So say it's like company size or whatever. And you can use Clay to call other sources of data, but also if you could call tools, multiple tools to kind of pull in that data and do a waterfall. So it would look at, okay, can I get data from this? No, move on to the next one. Can I get data from this? Move on to the next one, so forth. Sometimes you can get actually to say, pull in the data from all of them, but like I can decide which one has the best quality and coverage. And so the benefit of that is you're only paying for the data that you are going to use or that you're trying to get. So that can be cost effective. And then also you can account for things like coverage. And then also you can try and get data that we never had access to before. Some people have a job title that they just plug in for events, but like, what's the job title that they have on their LinkedIn profile? I want to know that one. So LinkedIn, like you can go look at LinkedIn for the job title. And then also people move jobs, and so you want to be able to actually pick up like when someone moves job based on their LinkedIn, not based on what ZoomInfo has. So it's a great way to get more accurate data. And so I think that is the future of kind of data enrichment, because you can get access to so many sources without having to have like one, like be beholden to like one point vendor. It'd be like saying like, hey, you need to shop at one grocery store for the rest of your life. You can't go to other ones. So if they don't have that specialty sauce that you need, sorry,
What specialty sauce are you thinking about?
I don't know, like a chili crisp or something,
Solid.
Yeah. So that's my answer. I'd say maybe look at Clay. There's probably other tools out there too. But the benefit of that one is you can also, if you're already paying for some of those vendors, you can at least then be smarter about how you use your credits, which is usually how your contract is structured. So yeah.
Agreed. All right.
Well, that's it. Thanks everyone for joining us. If you like this episode, share it with a friend or a colleague, and we'll see you next time.
See you next time.